subscribe and share them, and hit that like button for me. Hey everybody, it's Matt with Everywhere Auto Repair. Today what I'm working on is Chrysler Sebring. It's got a 2.4 4-cylinder in it, and we're doing the valve cover gasket and the oil pan gasket today. Right now, I'm gonna show you how to do the valve cover gasket. The first thing that I did is pull my spark plug wires out. And then back here you can see I've got a deep well 8mm with a U-joint socket coming up to here. I just use this to break it loose and then take this stuff out, and I just get my hand in there and loosen it up by hand. And then I already broke loose these 3 front ones. That's easy enough. Now on this side, I've got just the deep well socket, and I could slip my ratchet up in there, and I just broke it loose right now. And now I'm gonna take it all out, and then take the socket itself, slot it up in here, and then slot it up in here. And then I'm gonna take both hands and, oh no, there it goes. So now, this is all loose. Now I'm gonna pull that off, pull this off, and you might notice this goofy air cleaner. I'm gonna try and get a factory intake, because this is my car, this is how I bought it. I don't know what they were thinking with this thing. And then you'll see this right here. I think the vehicle had some transmission overheating issues, because that is the transmission cooler right there. You can see it's got a couple hoses, and the hoses go around and they come right here and they go into the transmission. Now I'm going to take these 10mm bolts, see right there past the coil, on these back bolts right here, I'm just using the open end wrench. Alright, I got the coil off. You can see that there's a plug right here. So what I did was, first I sprayed it with WD-40, and I took my screwdriver and I pushed on this little piece of plastic, and then I pulled on it, pushed on it to get it out. Now we can see the last 10mm. Now I forgot, or I didn't know about these 2 bolts right here. They're the last ones. And now, got my screwdriver. Can take my screwdriver in here. There you go. So it's loose now, and I'm gonna kind of wiggle it out of here. I need 2 hands, but you guys can see it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, so you can see I pulled it all off. Now, taking the spark plugs out. We got a 16mm deep well. All right, now, I'm not sure how well you guys can tell, but it's pretty shiny on the threads because there's oil. And you can see right here that there's burnt oil. And this is why we're replacing our spark plugs and our valve cover gasket and our spark plug tube seals, because we're getting oil past the spark plug tube seal and it's causing a really, really rough idle. Now on this one, the oil is really bad. That was the furthest cylinder over there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and pick these old gaskets out. All right, now with the spark plug tube gaskets, they only go on one way. So if you try and put them in with this end facing down, you see it's just loose. Now if we flip it in with the thick end, put the thick end down first, it slots in. Now this is going to be critical because if you do it wrong, I mean, you could probably have leaks, but also these gaskets are not going to stay in for you. You're going to flip this cover over and your seals are going to fall right out. Alright, here's an update. First trip to AutoZone, they gave me the wrong valve cover gaskets because there are two VIN numbers, two different types of 2.4 motors. This has a different kind than what they gave me. This is the VIN X. So this is the only car I have, and I took the car all apart and then I had to put it back together with old pieces. And I drove to closer AutoZone, got the right gasket, and it does not match the shape of the valve cover. It does not match the shape of the valve cover. Words cannot express the frustration. So now the motor's hot because I let it cool down the first time, but I had to drive it for a half an hour to go get parts. So and now that the right part doesn't fit, I'm reaching in and trying to feel it into place, and I have finally gotten it all lined up, and it's not gonna leak, but I'm sitting there burning my hands because this gasket is not correct. Felpro, talking to you. So now we're gonna go ahead and stop filming, and I'm gonna recap before I stop filming. Tighten up the bolts all around the valve cover. Put the coil pack back on, or the coil, whatever you call it. Put the PCV hose in, and whatever those hoses are. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. If this video helped you at all, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Good eye up the hill, guys. What?